Welcome back,
Yep.
chat.
Welcome back, chat.
Chat. We're live. No, we're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was good.
I was talking to you, fucking idiot. No,
Uh.
Merry ho ho, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Merry ho ho. Is that? I saw that on your Instagram note. Is that just like
Merry
something?
ho ho.
Yeah.
It's what what Santa says. He goes ho
Yeah.
ho.
That's
I don't
true.
know. Something my mom always said. I think is why I started saying it.
Yeah.
Merry ho ho.
Merry ho ho.
Um,
Oh, did you watch the Beast games?
I did watch the Beast games.
I did
and
too.
we'll definitely. You did? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
watch both episodes?
I watched all of episode 1 and most of episode 2.
Okay. We'll talk about that at some point in this video because in Mr. Beast just in general, we'll talk about him because he's been sort of making a comeback, but I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to talk about. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Also, we will talk about our Crumble experience.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, if we get to that. And I have just some things. Cody Ko came back and posted a video.
Whoa.
And just a
Crazy.
20-minute running video. We'll talk about that. We'll
Crazy.
watch it. And we invested in the stock market.
Yes, we did.
And we're going to talk about that and how that went so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just some other, what's the word? Chronicles. Memphis Chronicles. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I went to Memphis, Tennessee. Let's get into that first, actually. So I went to
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. How was
Which
that?
is it was pretty fun. It was actually pretty awesome. If you guys have never been to Memphis, Tennessee, you should go. I guess it's a cool area.
Yeah.
It is really cool. It has, from what I hear, because I have a lot of family that lives in Memphis, Tennessee,
Yeah.
is like, oh, there's so much crime and there's so much like shit going on and homeless people and things like that. And it sounds crazy. And like
Yeah.
every couple weeks I'm hearing like my mom's like, oh, my friend so-and-so got shot in the street. And it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And we went there and I mean, we've always been there. We've always gone there like every couple years because I have a lot of family there.
Yeah.
And it's not really been that bad. Last year when we went there, we stayed in this like Airstream behind like a
Oh yeah.
recording
I
studio.
remember you saying that.
And that was pretty rough. There was like, we heard gunshots like almost every night, just like from down the street. And we were like seeing like a bunch of rappers like going to their recording studio in the middle of the night. And also, this was funny for some reason. Like our bathroom just sucked. It just stopped working.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I remember this.
My mom had to like stick her hand down inside of the Airstream toilet to like try to pull something out. It didn't work.
Wasn't there like poop in there when she put her hand in there?
Yeah, it was bad. It did not work. So we
Yeah.
ended up having to go into the recording studio to use the bathroom. And the recording studio was like the stairwell was like covered in graffiti. And it was like, we could like hear blasting rap music and like it reeked of weed in this building.
Nice.
And it was just like fucking crazy. We were like, what the hell? And so we just like left. But eventually we did find there was a little other door you go into, and then it was like a completely different thing. It was like super chill and super nice. It was, but anyways, that was last year.
Yeah.
when we went for Christmas. This year we went for Christmas, and it was pretty chill. We had a nice Airbnb. It was in like this gated thing, and it was pretty sweet. We mostly stayed in Midtown. For anyone who's ever been to Memphis, we were staying in Midtown and hanging out with my pawpaw and my the rest of my family. It was pretty sweet. Yeah, my pawpaw though.
Yeah.
Love him to death. Don't get me wrong, pawpaw. If you're watching this, I doubt you are. But how do I say this? He
Does he have some beliefs that are?
he has some beliefs that I don't personally.
Yeah. You don't agree with on any
Don't agree
grounds?
with him on those things.
Yeah.
For example, I walked in the first day. Okay,
Yeah.
first day we walked into his house. We were meeting his dogs and stuff again, and Fox News was on
Of course.
because of course.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, of course it was on because it's the best, most reliable news source
Yeah.
ever.
The best news source ever you can watch is the best.
For real. No, we went in. Fox News is on.
Yeah.
We didn't really hear anything crazy, but eventually he did leave the room, and I heard him say something about immigrants, and I just kind of chuckled to myself. But yeah, so obviously he's a Trump supporter. He's said before to my mom. She told me that like he was like, yeah, he's a smart businessman, and like
Yeah, he's bankrupt 6 companies.
Yeah.
That,
No, but it was all
that's a-
strategic.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kept comparing me to Elon Musk because he knows about my YouTube channel and he knows that I like made a good amount of money a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
he's like, how am I gonna explain to my friends that my grandson's a millionaire by the time he's out of high school and stuff like that? And he said something almost every day when I was like leaving, and I was like, I'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow. He was like, all right, tell Elon I said hi.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh fuck Elon.
Yeah.
Which is also really funny because last year I remember he went on a rant about electric cars,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, I don't know, whatever. And I mean,
Well,
there is definitely criticisms of electric cars,
Yeah.
but it's just funny to switch sides and be like, well, but Elon,
Yeah.
he's a Republican, so he's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and also my pawpaw is, how do I put this?
Just say it.
It's a word that starts with an R.
Racist?
Yeah, I mean, he seems a little bit racist.
Yeah.
Love him to death. Super nice man. Got through cancer.
That's good. Yeah.
Cool dude. Chill guy.
He's
as the kids are saying.
He's a chill guy, but
He's a chill
just
guy.
racist.
When you're a chill guy, but you got a little bit of racism in you. Got the
Oh,
racist
God.
dog in him.
Yeah.
No, he just like, look, he grew up in Memphis, which is in the South, which he grew up probably when segregation was still in schools.
What year
And-
was he born? Do you know?
My mom was born in 1969, so at least like 20 years before that. So I don't know.
Okay.
He was very Christian. He grew up very Christian, like Catholic, and in the South during those very heated times. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Okay, I did a lot of like looking up about stuff like this because it seems like my pawpaw really truly believed that black people that live in Memphis are doing the crime. And he quite literally said to us when we were in the car one time, he said something along the lines of like, well, it was a white neighborhood, and then all of a sudden the black people came in, and they turned it into the slums, and then when the white people came back in, they started fixing it back up, making it a decent place to live. They're calling it gentrification.
Ooh.
And I was like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah. That if any of like my family said that, I would have been like,
Yeah, what?
Yeah. What?
That's a little crazy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you hear yourself right now, Papa? Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Obviously I didn't, because also I know I've talked about a lot on here, like how I, want to like stand up for what I believe or whatever, but like when it's my pawpaw and it's like a Christmas thing, like I'm not gonna be like, Pawpaw, you're racist, and like cause a big scene. Obviously, like that's a different situation.
Yeah.
So I didn't really push back on him,
Yeah.
on his tendencies.
Yeah.
I just kind of like let him say it, and I wanted to kind of see what he was talking about because I was just like there, and whenever he would say something like this, I would just kind of smile and nod and see if he would keep going. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to get more out of
Yeah.
him and just
Yeah.
keep seeing what he like really thought.
Yeah.
I know he said something about environmentalists. He was like green environmentalist or something. He didn't talk like that, but he's just like the way that some of the stuff he said straight up stereotypical Republican nonsense. Like,
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was genuinely insane.
like easy stuff to just like disprove if you like
Yeah.
look something up.
Yeah, like literally. Like okay, and this was the funniest fucking thing ever. Before we get back to like the racism in Memphis and in my pawpaw, is we were in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I don't remember how it came up, but he said like he said like, now that's the problem with the woke liberals, right? They like this, and then they see someone who doesn't agree with them, and they just close it off, close-minded. I
Yeah.
was like, did he just unironically call woke people close-minded? That is the funniest, most ironic statement I've ever heard in my life. Unironically, the woke people, that's the problem with them is that the fact that they're close-minded.
Yeah, they're closed-minded. They're closed-minded. I don't like it. They're not open to racist ideology.
Yeah, they're closed-minded to my racist, homophobic ideology.
God.
It's so funny. It's so
Yeah.
good. Because like obviously woke is fucking kind of made up by Republicans, it seems like,
Yeah.
but also it's more so just being like
being like, oh
It's
yeah,
I think people should be able to do what they want to do. I care about people's rights.
Yeah.
And then to be like they're closed-minded is just so absurd. And to say that in response to something about trans people,
yeah,
I'm not gonna get into that because it's sort of like a personal thing. But
yeah,
to say that in response of something about trans people and pronouns, he was saying he didn't understand it. Basically, is what he was saying.
Yeah.
And that was his response, was saying that closed-minded people are woke or whatever. And it's like, you're literally
well,
saying
then he's woke, right?
Yeah, right. He's literally saying that, or no, the other way around. He said that woke
Oh.
people are closed-minded.
Okay.
He was saying that he doesn't understand this thing, and that people who do are closed-minded, which is just the most funny
That's
shit ever.
crazy.
So I was just laughing so
Yeah.
hard about that. I had to just like, I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
Like surely he just saw Fox News
Yeah.
say woke, and he was like, I hate the woke.
Yeah.
I love my pawpaw. He's super cool, super smart guy. He worked at like a wastewater treatment plant. He was super chill. But yeah, when we were hanging out with him, he kept saying, he dropping these little tidbits
Like,
of information that I was like, okay, pawpaw.
yeah. Like, whoa, chill out. It's Christmas.
yeah. He's like, I want a white Christmas.
Shit.
I don't like this dark Christmas.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
No, he didn't say that, but
Wait. Off topic a little bit.
uh-huh.
Did it snow in Memphis? At
No,
all?
it didn't.
Oh,
Did it snow here?
Oh,
Frizzle? I mean,
it flurried, I think,
Flurried.
like a little bit, but
that's cool. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. I don't know. It was just mad. I don't know. He was
Yeah.
he sounded like he thought that black people caused crime, and obviously that's not.
That's
It's not that
true.
black people
Yeah.
are criminals. That's a stereotype, and that's not the case. But he also literally he said this. He was like, we went out to like Mississippi to have another Christmas with someone else, which is like a 30-minute drive from Memphis.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
wow.
literally Memphis is like right on the line of Arkansas and Mississippi.
Dang, that's cool.
And so we drove down to Mississippi to have this family thing,
Yeah.
and it was like way out of the city, and it was like super nice, like big houses. And my mom was like, "Oh, this is a very nice
Oh,
neighborhood," and he
God.
was like, "Well, it's majority black, but you can't really tell."
Oh my God, that's insane.
And he was saying something else, and he was like, when Willie hears me say this, which is his wife, he's like, she says, you sound kind of racist, and I'm like, well, it's just a matter of fact.
Oh
I
God.
was like, Papa, what the fuck are you talking about? In my head, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I was doing some Googling of this thing, because like why does he sound so racist, right?
Yeah.
And it's because it's just a statistical fact. No, I'm just kidding.
God,
it
that's
is,
crazy.
It is. I looked it
my
up.
wife that doesn't know much tells me something. It just says it's just how it is.
I was like, get back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there?
Oh shit.
What are you, woke?
Yeah. What are you, woke liberal? Closed-minded liberal?
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So I was looking it up, and it was like, Memphis crime rate is higher
Yeah.
than a lot of cities, and it is a higher crime rate, and it is there's a big black population.
Yeah.
It's not obviously because black people are just inherently criminals, but it is because of hundreds of years of oppression,
Yeah.
then into fucking going into like, indentured servitude, where it's just like financially fucks a generation of people,
Yeah.
basically.
No, that's not it at all.
No, it's
That's
just because they're
yeah.
criminals.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
like
Jesus.
he doesn't understand that, like, people they were oppressed, but they were slaves.
Yeah.
Then they were
And it's not because of like
servitude.
redlining and like all this
Yeah.
other like segregation.
Yeah, exactly.
and
Segregation.
stuff.
And then after all of that is like gone, the racism from the white people still persists.
Yeah.
And then the black people see that racism, and then they get closed off to those people because they are racist to them.
Yeah.
And so it has this like tension because of that. And then also because black people are more in poverty because of the years and years of oppression and less opportunity, the DEI, the lack of DEI. And because of that, leads them to have less options,
Yeah.
leading them to do crime. Also, not that they're all just like doing a bunch of crime, but like, so there's like for example, like getting charged with drug possession is like even though it's like the use is the same among both races, black people get charged with it like 3 times more because of like random searches and random racist profiling and shit.
And you told me like about like a couple days ago, I think, or a week or somewhere, like that Memphis police has been like audited by the DOJ, and they're like the most like corrupt. And, like they love corrupt, they love to like restrain.
Dude,
people.
It's mad. I'll get into that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just because of those oppression and that poverty that they face due to all of that oppression and stuff, it leads them to not only do more crime because of that, because they don't have any other options, and then also when they get charged with things at a higher rate because of the color of their skin, then when you get a fucking felony for like holding weed on you or some shit because you're black and they pulled you over because you're black and that's the only reason they happen to find weed on you, it's like, well, now you got a fucking felony, you can't get a fucking job, then you got, it just fucking spirals and it feeds itself and it's so fucked up. But I really started to like realize how fucked up that is. And like when I was in Memphis, it's all kind of clicked for me. I was like, Pawpaw's racist to these black people because of something that he thinks is true, and then the black people see that and they sort of do reciprocate a little bit of it, because they're like, well, white people might be racist to me, so they're sort of closed off to them because they don't fully trust that they're not going to be racist, and it is something that feeds itself on both ends. And so it's just kind of fucked. I don't know how you fix that. But also, the police force thing is crazy. So when I was in Memphis, I was reading this Memphis newspaper, and it was about how the DOJ found like a lot of shit in the Memphis Police Department. Like I'm talking like so many instances of like harassing disabled children and shit. Like
Jesus
it was like
Christ.
Police officers would like sick dogs on like disabled kids for resisting arrest or something, shit like that. It was like crazy stuff. And like a lot of racial profiling and stuff like that. It was just, it was a hard read to be honest.
Yeah, I bet. Jeez.
It was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a fucked up situation in Memphis because of all of the oppression, and it just continues to feed itself. I just hope that the next generation that comes in sort of understands that maybe better and is less of crazy. But with Trump in office, I'm not really feeling too great about that.
Yeah.
Well, he's not in office yet, but it fucking feels like it.
I mean, yeah. And dude, also, I saw this article by the Wall Street Journal.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the sign read it, but I still saw it. Where like they did an article about Biden's like brain capacity, and it like pretty much said that like over the years, Biden has like less and less meetings with like, and the Democratic Congress.
His speeches became more scripted.
Yeah, more scripted. Aides have tell people who have meetings with him like keep it kind of short, keep it on track, don't really stop and intersect things, just keep it going.
It was so funny too because CNN's like, they're just like, we should have known. People should have said something. Like, why was the media? They're like, you're the media. What are you talking about? You're the media that should have.
The media should have said something. We're not the media.
Some other media should have said something so that we could have said something.
But and then like, just like a bunch of other stuff. Like, I mean, Trump literally went to the Notre Dame thing in Paris, and Biden didn't go. Joe Biden went, and that was like a big meme because Trump and Joe Biden were literally sitting right next to each other. It was people made like AI things of them like standing up and kissing.
That'd be crazy.
Oh God.
Lord.
It was great.
It was great.
But yeah.
Oh, crazy stuff. Yeah, good old Joseph Robinette Biden.
Yep.
The man, the myth, the legend. He went on like a YouTube podcast.
Oh, wait, who? Joe Biden?
Yeah, he went on the Midas Touch, which is like a liberal like YouTube channel.
Oh,
just I thought it was kind of cool. It was like, it's
when did he do that? That was before
like this week.
Oh wow, really?
Last week, yeah.
Nice.
But anyways,
yeah,
shit has been going on in the news as well. Government shutdown and shit.
Oh yeah, it was like a big freak out. Elon Musk killed a bipartisan deal, like with one
President
tweet.
Elon.
Yeah, President Elon. Dude, you know what's funny actually about that? So I watched the clip. I think it was on Bloomberg's news like Instagram page, where Donald Trump was doing a thing at one of the conservative speeches that he did like the past couple days.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much joking that like, yeah, Elon can't be president because he's not a citizen here or something like that. And then I saw another clip of Elon Musk talking to Benjamin Netanyahu.
Shit.
And he's like, Benjamin Netanyahu was kind of joking about the same thing. He's like, Elon Musk responded like, unofficially,
Shit.
I could become president, or I am, or something
Oh
like that.
my
I'm
god.
like, oh god, here we go. 4 years.
Yeah, fucking hell. That's crazy. I'm honestly so glad that Elon Musk is not a natural born U.S. citizen, because if he was, no doubt he'd be running in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe he would have run in
And he would
2024.
win.
And he would totally win for sure. Like he is, people love Elon.
Oh, let's talk about Luigi
Mangione.
Yes. So he pleaded not guilty.
He did. I
on
kind of
his
wish he had pled
arraignment.
guilty.
Yeah.
Because he could have he's going to get charged with it.
I mean, jury nullification. You know what that is, right?
I don't.
That means that like the jury can pretty much like say like, oh yeah, well he did the crimes, but we're not gonna like convict him or charge him, and his case could just be dismissed.
How would that happen?
I think it's like, wait, look jury nullification up on your look it up, Sonny, on your computer.
Jury
Nullification.
I've never really heard about this.
Oh, the AI Google thing.
Yeah, let's just read that. I don't feel like doing any further research. Jury nullification is when a jury in a criminal trial returns a not guilty verdict, even though they believe the defendant is guilty. This can happen for a number of reasons, including believing the law is unjust, believes the prosecutor is misapplied the law, the punishment is too harsh. The jury wants to send a message about a larger social issue.
Yeah, so it's like,
So
if they
get a woke judge.
yeah, well, no, if they get a woke jury or like a jury that's just like obviously like we don't care. But
jury. Okay, so I was thinking this is like the judge. Okay,
Oh,
so this
no,
is
no,
the people that go in for like jury duty.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are just people. So, but they can't overturn it if the judge doesn't, can they?
No, the judge can't overturn the jury's decision.
They can. Okay, so if the jury believes in the larger social issue, which a lot of people do, so I mean, unless they're like meticulously I mean, I'm sure like in the Trump trial, they had to get people that were like not pro-Trump but also not against Trump. So
hard to come by.
Yeah, it was like they had like days of like finding jury people. And so I'm assuming in this situation they're probably gonna do the same kind of thing where they're like,
I guess
you like insurance companies? And they're gonna be like, no. And they're like, oh, how much do you not like them? And they're like, all right, you hate them too much. We're gonna
and also, I'm sure you saw where like when he came to his like arraignment hearing, him and his defense attorney literally were wearing like matching red sweaters and like a white collared shirt underneath.
Nice.
It was funny. And then the same thing. Oh, I forgot
he
what.
got like escorted by like the mayor of was it New York or something?
Yeah, Eric. Dude, he's also being investigated
really
for like some sort of corruption, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it was so funny to see him like.
His defense attorney like made clear about that, about like how Mayor Adams kind of used Luigi's perp walk or whatever as like a political stunt.
Wow.
In a way.
Was he trying to get popular with people?
I think so, yeah. But that's obviously like every politician who's like doesn't realize the broader social issue of this like whole thing is like obviously Eric Adams doesn't, because he would know that like to score political points you wouldn't do that with Luigi, because Luigi is like actually being cast as like a vigilante hero, vigilante justice, and all that other stuff.
Right.
So like I don't know. I think it's just a misread situation.
Definitely, yeah.
Politicians.
You telling me politicians can misread situations and do things that don't make sense?
No.
I thought politicians do everything.
Yeah, they do. They do everything that the people want them to do.
Yeah, they're just the best people ever. I love politicians. All of them. They're the best people you can come by.
Yeah.
Most honest. You know?
Yeah, the most honest. We both laugh when we say that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Luigi. Luigi. My mom
Mangione.
was wearing these socks when we got there. That I guess were my socks when I was little. They're like Luigi from Mario socks. And I was like, oh, you got some Luigi socks? Some Luigi Mangione socks.
Mangione.
Oh Lord, I've been seeing just so much about.
Dude, people
Luigi.
were outside of his arraignment hearing like, "Free Luigi,
Yeah.
free him."
On the news.
Yeah, on the news.
Free Luigi.
That's great.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
We've talked about it before.
yeah. I mean,
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like this story is gonna like they hopefully they'll like have TV cameras in his trial and all that.
I hope so. I hope it's not like the Trump one where they have to like just explain it.
Yeah,
Because I think it would be really
and they have
good.
to draw like ugly
However,
courtroom drawings.
Yeah. However, I do think that like if he had pled guilty and then like thoroughly explained why he did what he did, maybe,
Yeah,
and it was like maybe it would have been more. It would have gotten more of a message across. I don't know. But if he also if he had pled
pleading
guilty,
is like pretty much just like surrendering and
Yeah,
like
but you know he's also
all
being
that.
charged with like potentially the
Yeah.
death penalty. So if he
Yeah.
pled guilty, he could get a lighter sentence.
I think that's gonna like honestly, I don't think they're gonna be able to charge.
No,
him
they're
with the death
definitely charging
penalty.
high,
Yeah,
so they can
they're-
get something a little
yeah.
lower.
yeah.
They're
But
trying to make an example out of him.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely do think that. I also think it was funny also because when they were showing him his documents or whatever in the courtroom, he like smiled. So I think he's like, fuck,
He's
I,
like,
I can get this shit over with.
oh goodness. I'm interested to see where it goes though.
Yeah.
I'm very invested.
Dude, you should make a video about Luigi Mangione. That would be a good video.
The rise and fall of Luigi Mangione.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Why we need to free Luigi and Mangione.
yeah. And then the feds show up to your house the next day.
Yeah, for real. No, I don't think we should free him necessarily. But I also
Yeah.
don't. I'm not sad about it. So
Yeah.
that's my whole read on it is like I just don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not like free him. He still killed the guy at the end of the day, but like I get why. I'm not really mad about it.
Yeah. All right, let's move on before
we
the
have
feds.
we got school shootings all the time.
Yeah.
We're numb to this shit. I don't give a shit if a CEO dies.
yeah.
Not saying we should go kill him, but I just don't really have any like big feelings about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been pretty invested in the situation. Speaking of investing,
Oh yeah.
Little
The
segue there.
investing. Yeah, that's a good segue.
I invested some dough.
Same. How much money you got invested?
Shit. You know what? I just realized my phone is over there on the.
Can you just
My phone is recording
oh, wait,
there.
no, you can look it up on here.
I don't think I'm signed in though, and I think I have to use my phone to log in.
Oh shit. If you want, you can. Well,
That's okay. Okay. Basically, this is I invested about $125 in UPS in S&P 500 Vanguard, I believe,
yeah.
and I think I talked about this last week too. And I invested in what else was it? Nvidia. There's one other thing I think.
I can. Yeah.
Anyways, I invested $125. Okay,
Nice.
not a whole lot, but just enough. And literally days later, the Fed announced that they're cutting interest
yeah.
rates and that they're going to
Yeah.
continue to cut interest rates despite the inflation battle is my kind of understanding of that situation. And S&P 500 had its worst day all year.
Yeah.
Like days after I invested in
It's
it, I
cool
was like
'cause-
crashed. I was like,
because
oh,
I invested like $50 that
Yeah.
day.
yes.
Perfect timing, and
Honestly,
then
yeah.
I invested about like I don't even know. Yeah, here we go. $31 in Nvidia. And a Spider S&P 500 ETF, which is like just a thing
Cool.
that follows it. It's actually up
What
right
app
now.
are you investing on again?
Robinhood.
Robinhood. I'm on Cash App.
Yeah. So I've invested like $20 in that.
Sweet.
Amazon, I invested like $10 in that.
Ooh, how's that doing?
It's doing all right.
It's not down.
It's down a little bit, but not too
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Exxon, I invested.
I know they're like going on strike and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. They honestly, the stock hasn't really reacted to it too much.
I'm surprised. Cause I figured they're like, I guess their bottom line isn't really gonna get that hurt because there's so many freaking
Yeah.
Amazon workers. You can't really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is like a good strategic strike timing with Christmas time and everything.
Yeah. And $10 in Exxon Mobil gas
Sweet.
company, and then a Vanguard long-term government bond. That's actually not. Well, it's actually up considerably to where I bought it from,
Sweet.
but it's still down. I'm actually getting a
Today.
lot of like dividends pending on my thing. So, and then $15 in Coca-Cola.
Cool.
That's down. The only stocks that are up right now are Nvidia just went up.
I think I invested in Coke too. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nvidia's up. You said.
Oh yeah, Nvidia's up a little
Nvidia's
bit.
been my main driver so far. Everything else is down. Nvidia's
Yeah.
up like $4.
Yeah.
It's I know we've only put in a little bit of money, but we figured it would be kind of fun to like
Yeah. I'm gonna
pop
put
in some
more
dough.
soon once I get like more of my Christmas money and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna put more in there. And
I have
then-
like since I'm on Cash App and I'm like 17, my mom's
oh
has
yeah,
a thing, and so basically I can invest a maximum of $150 a month.
dang.
So I'm probably gonna do about $150 a month for now. Just
Yeah.
toss it into
Yeah.
certain things. Just kind of also for fun to kind of play around with it.
Yeah.
While
Dude, when
can.
you turn 18, you should get Robinhood. I can send you
I'm
like
thinking SoFi,
yeah,
but maybe I'll try
yeah,
Robinhood too.
Robinhood's good.
Because SoFi just has a lot of cool tools, and it has like a bank that has like a really solid interest rate. It's like
Yeah.
almost 4%, I think.
Yeah. I set up the SoFi account. I haven't finished like doing like
Mhm.
putting money and stuff in it, but
It looks cool. I really
Yeah.
want to make one when I turn 18.
yeah, it's cool. You can actually like I set up my robo investor thing
On
a little
SoFi?
bit. Yeah, I haven't like put money into it yet, but I set
pretty
it
neat.
up to where it's like low risk.
That's cool.
Stuff. You can set the risk level and like return level.
I think you're
with
supposed
that.
to do high when you're young, and then low as you get older, you lower the risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, investing is interesting. I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. Since the like crash day when the Fed cut rates, like it's gone back up.
Yeah.
Like, over time, I'm sure it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah.
But it was just funny. Like literally, I put money in, and then days later, it was like S&P 500 had its worst day all year. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that was good timing on my part.
Yeah.
If I had only waited a couple more days when it had crashed, like you did, then it would have been perfect. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, fast forward a couple years, it'll be up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna take it out and transfer it to a different investing app eventually. Right now, Cash App's just all I got.
Yeah.
So
There's tons of like investing apps
yeah,
that are good.
definitely.
But
Yeah. Okay. Also, speaking of businesses, when I was going to Memphis, we stopped at a Buc-ee's. Have you been to Buc-ee's before?
yeah, I went to we went to
Went there?
Buc-ee's in Florida like for 2 seconds and then we were like we need to get out of this place right now.
We did.
Yeah, we stopped at a Buc-ee's like not last year but the year before.
Okay.
Florida.
Yeah, dude. Buc-ee's is so stressful and
I know, it
so
is.
much.
Yeah, cuz I remember like we went in there and then you went to the bathroom of course cuz that's
Yeah.
just what you do.
Oh, I did
and
this
then,
time.
And then me and your mom like dipped and went back to the car. Your mom's like, it reminds me of Disneyland. It's just a bunch of screaming
for
kids
real.
and all that.
Yeah. Dude, the bathrooms
Yeah.
are so big. I mean, the whole
bet.
place is big, but like
yeah.
it is like straight up 15 bathrooms in one. Like they so much so that they literally have like separators in between 2 sinks, and there's like 6 different rows of sinks.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of dystopian to me for some reason. It just feels like, oh, this is so like it's just like peak overconsumption. I feel like.
Oh yeah,
it's just
like it
come to
has like
Buc-ee's.
stores, different kinds of food.
It's big almost
everything.
purely for the spectacle.
Yeah.
And that is one of the reasons it's interesting is because it's a massive gas station. The amount
Yeah.
of fucking gas pumps,
Oh yeah, there's
Oh.
like I think there's like 50.
it overwhelms the shit
And
out of me.
well, there's like 100 because I think they have like one row of 50 like on
Yeah.
the back of the store and then
Bad.
another row of 50 on the front.
The one that I went to had just 2 rows right next to each other.
Oh, okay, yeah.
was like,
Maybe
oh my
it's like
God.
that too. Yeah, I mean like I would be cool like next time like I went there to get like a t-shirt
Mm-hmm.
to get a t-shirt and like just say I've been there, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
is cool.
actually they're adding a Buc-ee's kind of near us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Dude, I also.
It's not going to be for a while, but
Uh huh.
it's I saw the picture of that like Pabst Blue Ribbon hat.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. I sent you this picture when we were driving. That was one of the things that we passed. We also passed the Trump Superstore.
Nice. Wait, where was that at?
It was in Virginia. I'm pretty sure it was like
Oh.
on the line of
Oh.
Virginia and
North Carolina?
no, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Dude, but we saw Trump Superstore and we were like, whoa, no way, this is
I
gonna
bet,
be
like,
awesome.
some-
And that was it right there.
Yeah,
That
like
house.
some houses are like it's probably massive inside, I guess.
Yeah, it was
Say
just like
that.
when they said we saw billboards for it for like 10 miles back
Oh wow.
on the interstate,
They're
and we're like,
hyping it up.
whoa, how big is this superstore gonna be? Trump MAGA Superstore. And
Like,
it's
you
just
wanted to get a bigger place,
like,
but
I'm
buy an
picturing like a
economics.
Buc-ee size like Disney
Yeah.
World of Trump merch, MAGA. And it was just a fucking house with
That's
a
it,
little
this is
inflatable thing outside
Yeah.
and a big ass billboard, and not even like I was like, oh, I want to go there so bad. I want to just go there and hang out. Oh, it was insane. Dude, when we were on the interstate, I was looking for Trump signs. I have this new thing where when I am on the road, wherever it is, I am always just looking for Trump signs, and I'm like counting them almost. It's like a little game. It's like a license
Yeah.
plate game, but for Trump signs. And on the interstate, we didn't really see anything except for the Trump Superstore. And then we got off the interstate and we drove on like the back roads for the most of the ride.
Yeah.
And we were like, so many, so
Yeah, I
many.
bet. Yeah.
It was too many to count, like literally. Yeah, but I don't know. Overall, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about Beast Games and Mr. Beast comeback, and also Cody Ko. We need to get into that after. Let's talk about Mr. Beast first, though. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe no. Let's talk about Cody Ko first. Actually, scratch that. Okay. So if you guys don't know what Cody Ko has done or did, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did some bad things.
Yeah.
He made some mistakes. to say
Yeah.
the least.
Let's say that much. Cody Ko, massive YouTuber. He was super successful. Let me just look at his main channel for now to show you who he is. Damn, you know it's bad when you look up his channel and the first few things are all about how bad he is, and then you see his channel down here. So this is him.
At least YouTube's pushing the right things.
Right? Yeah, that's true. You'll notice that I've watched literally every video that is here. That is because I was a really fucking big Cody
you were
Ko
a fan for him for
Like,
like 4 years, right?
Yeah, I was a massive fan of Cody Ko since 2020, probably a little earlier than that even. And I watched every single video he posted. I mean, look at these views. He got really significant numbers on his main channel. This is just his main channel.
It's probably down from
Yeah, I got 1.8 here, 1.9, 1.9, 1.8, 2.4, 1.7. And this was only one of his channels, okay? This video posted like monthly commentary videos. If you go to Cody and Co, let me see if I can even find it at this point. Here it is. He posted like 3 times a week, super simple. 1.2 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1.3 million, every video, and I'm talking like 3 videos a week would get million views every single week. And it was just super chill, super funny, super interesting. I really liked watching them. But I had merch, so much merch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's in my closet now. It's like literally buried in the back of like my junk closet. Literally like right when he got like everything was coming out, I had just got my new shipment of merch, and I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I can't wear this anymore.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Cody Ko, basically, it came out, if you guys don't know, that he slept with a 17-year-old Tana Mojo when he was 25 years old, and then spent...
Didn't he do it like multiple times, too?
Yeah, I think so. And it was like a sort of public relationship, too.
That's cool.
And then looking back, we're like, what the fuck is this? And it was starting to come out. And then eventually D'Angelo Wallace, great guy, posted a video about it, and he really broke it down, and it went viral, like mega viral.
Watch that.
Penguin Zero posted a video about it. It got like 10 million views.
Yeah.
And then the whole internet erupted and was like, fuck you, Cody. Because the thing is, he had gotten by, apparently this had come up a couple times before, where people were like, hey, this is kind of weird. Maybe we should talk about this. And no one picked it up. And eventually, this time, it got big enough and people did start talking about it.
Yeah.
And he suddenly never said anything, but he suddenly stopped uploading on here. You see, it's 5 months since he posted here. You can see if you go to his main channel too, that he's now under 6 million subscribers. He had like 6.2. So he's lost like 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
He hasn't posted here in 6 months.
Yeah.
He hadn't posted anything on his Instagram, anything on his other podcast, which is called Insanely Chill, that he posted like bi-weekly, just him podcast.
Yeah.
He also had a podcast with another YouTuber named Noel Miller called TMG.
Yeah, that's right.
TMG, Tiny Meat Gang. I listened to that for so long too. And when Cody Ko was going through all this, it's like a company. Like, this is a podcast network we're talking about. It's got Noel Miller. It's got multiple employees to help produce TMG and all of their shows under their network. So when Cody Ko was getting canceled, like, they stopped uploading, and then they released a thing where they're like, hey, Cody is leaving the show, and we're going to continue operations. And since then, I've continued watching TMG because Noel is super funny, and
the show's really good. I watch it.
It's
I
really
listen
funny.
to it at work every once in a while. It's nice.
It is. I miss the days when Cody Ko was on it. However, I don't miss him being on it. I don't want him back. Sometimes I'll see in the comment section and be like, oh, we miss Cody, man. I'm like, I don't miss Cody. I miss the days where he was funny on the show, but I don't want him back. I don't want this fucking guy back. He has so many times it has come out and it's been such a thing, and he's never said anything about it. He's never taken accountability for it. He's never even addressed it. Yeah. And it's just kind of fucked up. The way it came out originally, or most recently was when Tana Mojo at like a live show that was supposed to be like no filming. She said like something about how she slept with Cody Ko.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember seeing the clip. She just casually dropped it.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "Oh!" and someone filmed it and uploaded it. It went viral, and then it got picked up. She talked about it on her podcast and stuff, and it's messed up. And so Cody Ko said nothing. 6 months go by. I had noticed a couple times Cody Ko. He had also a channel called Cody Trains, where he would post these training videos. You can see I've watched all of these as well because I was a big fucking fan. Yeah. And he'd be like, I'm doing a marathon. He would film himself doing marathons and training for marathons and Ironman and stuff like that. It was cool stuff in, motivating content.
Yeah.
Just fun little vlogs. And he continued to occasionally post Instagram stories on Cody Trains. I never stopped following Cody Trains because he kept posting on it. And I was like, I kept forgetting, but I was like, I unfollowed him on his main account. But then I saw, like, I kept seeing his Cody Trains stories post up, and I was like, what the fuck? Clicked on it. It was just a run. No words, no nothing, just did a 15-mile run today. And that was it. I was like, okay, this is weird. He's like testing the waters or something. Like, what the fuck is this? Fast forward to now, 3 days ago, Cody Ko posts 34 miles on Cody Trains channel.
Dang.
No addressment in the title. This just out of the blue. Let's watch a little bit of it. He does address it a little bit.
Yeah.
A very, very little bit. But let's watch the beginning. Oh, I did not mean to just subscribe. Fuck me. I don't want to subscribe to this dude. Okay.
Wait, did you click it again?
I just accidentally subscribed to him.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, check this out. So I use Strava to track all my workouts, and they give you a score, and it's like a current fitness score.
This is the intro to his video of him coming back after 6 months of complete silence after being canceled for sleeping with a 17-year-old when he was 25. Let's fast forward a little bit to like when he was running or something.
That's what I'm gonna do. My parents are doing it with me, and I really just can't wait. Anyways, if you're wondering, currently just sitting there thinking, you're doing an ultra next week, it's 34 miles, then why are you so out of breath right now?
See what he's saying here.
And my weekly mileage last week ended up being 43, I believe. So
just totally talking about running and not even addressing anything. And then let's skip forward about 20 minutes into this 21-minute video.
Does he say something?
No, it's something. It's something good to strive for. So, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna go for it. And it's time. It's time to really commit to this. I'm gonna have to commit to this training schedule, and I'm gonna have to commit to, potentially losing some weight so I can get faster. And the whole thing just scares me. But I want to vlog it. I want to vlog the whole process, just like I did for Ironman. Being creative, doing this type of thing, and putting it out there. It's just in my DNA. I need to do it, and so I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I understand I've been offline for months, haven't made videos for that whole time, and I also understand if your opinion of me has potentially changed over the last few months. I spent the first half of my career criticizing people and judging people online, so I don't begrudge your judgment of me by any means. I just think all I can do right now moving forward is just try to be the best person I can be for myself and for my family, and just try to continue putting the best shit out there that I can. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if you stick around to watch it, I very much appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, truly. And so that's the plan. 3:30 marathon in March, hopefully. And you're gonna see the process. So I will see you soon. And choo choo.
And that's what he said. That was his response right there. This is number 22 on trending, by the way. What the fuck?
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my god. So yeah, here's the thing. If he had posted that, right after everything was coming out, he posted that, and it was a video on itself, it would have been okay, pretty generic. Yeah. But at least he's saying something and addressing it. But he fucking waited 6 months, put it at the end of a 20-minute video on his smallest channel, and barely even fucking said anything.
Yeah.
That is fucked up. Dude,
How long have we been going for? I'm just curious.
Like 45 minutes, I think.
Okay, all right.
I think we're going to talk about this and then talk about Mr. Beast, and then we can wrap up.
All right, yeah, that'll work, because I got to actually go back to my house, get my boots, and leave by like 2:30.
Okay.
2.
All right, yeah, we'll wrap up here soon.
All right.
So the comments are kind of insane on here. At first, a lot of them were just like totally loving him.
Yeah.
Like they were totally like, oh, like let's go.
Yeah.
Like, Chet, is this real? This is crazy. Bro's been training on how to run away from the police.
For real.
I saw some that were like, bro, you're really good at running from your problems. He's made a severe and continuous subsequent judgment. Cody, the reason people's opinion of you may have changed in recent months is not because you used to criticize and make fun of other people. It's because you did is wrong. It's simple as that. Yeah.
I'm surprised he has the comments on, honestly.
For real. Yeah, for real, honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly the type of apology I expected from someone named Cody. Did he just try to gaslight me? Bro is so scared to even look at the camera in the eye. This made Colleen's apology look good, man. Maybe it's time to dust off the college degree. This isn't it, bro. This is giving divorced dad. Oh my God. Yeah. So
Did Cody's wife like start posting on her podcast?
Not yet. She hasn't done anything yet. Do a that's grin on yourself, little bro. Money is running low, huh? No, it's definitely not, dude. He's fucking rich.
Oh yeah, no.
He's just, but like I do understand like being someone who is creative and does these things and has fun online, like that's a big part of who he was. Like he was posting all the fucking time, almost every day. Some piece of content was coming out.
Yeah.
So like, and I relate to that, and I understand, disregarding his actions, which I'm not excusing at all.
Yeah.
But I understand being like, I want to get back to doing something. I need an outlet.
Yeah.
And I get that. However, people don't want to hear from me right now. So he's gonna keep posting. He has the right to do that. He can do that.
Yeah.
But his audience is not going to be the same, and people who are there, a little questionable, to say the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, at first, so many comments were being supportive. They were like, it was just like, oh, like, we're so happy you're back, Cody. We forgive you, all these things. Like, because I saw it like 20 minutes after it went up. And I was like, what the fuck? And people were saying, like, right when we needed him most, he came back, and like all these different things. And it was just like, bro.
That's crazy.
Or some people were saying, like, we can finally eat lunch again. Cody's back, because that was his thing. Was like,
oh yeah,
time for lunch or whatever. People were saying they eat while they were watching his videos. Yeah. So he's back, and we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If he actually he's not obviously, like, it's been like 5 months.
Yeah.
From whenever
6.
6 whenever it happened. Do you think, like, if he actually did like a full scale like apology video, like, I mean, understandably why you wouldn't watch him, because it's been like 6 months.
Yeah.
By now. Do you think if he did a good apology video on his main channel where there's actually people to see it,
Come back.
do you think you would maybe watch every once in a while, or would you still not watch anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that what he did was like pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
I think it shows that, because you could say like, oh well, it was like years ago, and it was.
Yeah.
It was like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And he slept with this 17-year-old. However, that was when he was 25 years old. He's fully mentally developed at 25 years old, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. That's when your brain is fully developed, for men at least.
He decided at 25 years old, fully grown man, that he wanted to sleep with someone who is my age.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm a senior in high school. You could be 17 years old and be a junior in high school. So
yeah,
that's fucked up. That's a big age gap. That is a crime. It is a statutory rape.
Yeah, that's a full-on
and
crime.
he did that. And from there, he went on to just be super successful.
Yeah.
He came up a couple times. He said jack shit about it. He just pushed it under the rug.
He
turned off comments. People were talking about it. He just continued posting.
Yeah.
Kept going. Like, everyone will forget about it eventually. Didn't address shit. And that shows me that he didn't learn from it.
Yeah.
And that shows me that he hasn't felt the consequences of it. So he hasn't taken accountability for those actions, at least not publicly. And he hasn't grown from that situation. And so that makes me feel like I don't think I can trust this guy at all. But it does suck, because I looked up to him, and I was like, he was someone I watched all the time. I thought was really funny. I thought was really, like, had a really great business model. I do still think that his business model that he had built for himself before everything was really, really solid. Like 3 videos a week on the second channel, a video a month on the main channel, podcast, 2 podcasts actually.
Wow.
All just raking in money, like sponsors and fucking everything. Like that is a business model that I strive to get to. But I don't fuck with him anymore. I don't really see a world where he comes back and I'm like, yeah, I forgive you for sleeping with that 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I was just like...
Yeah, no, I get the question. I think that is something that's worth talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that. Let's talk about Mr. Beast.
Yes, let's talk
about
it.
And then we'll wrap up.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, Mr. Beast, obviously, he's been going through some shit.
Yeah,
Past couple months.
Yeah, for sure.
We've talked about that. There's a lot of different things coming out against my man.
Free him.
Free Louis, but it was pretty bad stuff.
Yeah.
Bad stuff. He has taken somewhat of accountability for him. He did a better response than Cody Ko did.
Oh, yeah. He responded.
It wasn't the best thing ever, but it was definitely better than a Cody Ko 6 months later saying nothing and then just saying something after 20 minutes into the fucking... Anyways. He went on Oompaville's channel a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Hey, let's talk about it, and I want to be open about it." The reason I didn't say anything for so long is because of the lawyers that were, or not lawyers, private investigators that were investigating my company to find wrongdoing. They told me not to say anything, stuff like that, and so he didn't say anything for months. He continued to post as usual, the Cody Ko strategy, and then he finally started talking about it. Interestingly, before Beast Games came out.
Yeah.
And also Beast Games has had its own set of controversy.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast Games, let me look this up. Mr. Beast Games controversy. I believe that people were not getting their medicine that they were supposed to be getting and things like that. If you guys don't know what Beast Games is, Mr. Beast got a massive Prime Video deal to do like a massive fucking game show. Let's see. I think it says contestants of $100 million series. It's a massive fucking thing. There's like 1,000 contestants. There is just it's a crazy amount of people to put in a thing. It's like you're competing for, was it $1 million? $5 million?
$5 million.
$5 million is the grand prize. There's also they gave away $1 million in episode 1.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking things going on. And it's never really been done before. They broke a lot of records in this show, which I do think that is kind of cool. Despite my things that I have against Mr. Beast, I will be honest here. If I think that the show is good, and we'll talk about the show.
Yeah.
We both watched the show, and we wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, episode 3's out, by the way, now.
It is?
Yeah, today.
Okay. I'm gonna keep watching it, and we can keep talking about it on the pod. I think.
That sounds good.
I think it is worth talking about.
Yeah.
So, So they've been sued though. Given something that happened in the show. The complaint alleged that the Beast Games contestants experienced widespread mistreatment, sexual harassment, and unpaid expenses and wages, including not being paid at all and not being paid for overtime. Other allegations include contestants having medication taken away from them and being denied access to it throughout the duration of the show. The production companies have significant control over the eating, clothing, sleeping arrangements of the contestants, a lack of background checks on the contestants, misrepresenting how many contestants were going to appear on the show, and therefore the actual odds of winning the prize money. So there's definitely some valid criticisms here, and there's multiple contestants. Contestants that are coming out suing because of this, but it is coming out and. It's kind of surprising to me, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It's kind of an undone thing. So I kind of understand that with 1,000 people.
Oh yeah, something's gonna happen.
It's kind of bound to go wrong. Yeah. I don't know if the solution to that. What the solution to that is. Yeah. I'm no genius in that. But obviously, if you get 1,000 people in a fucking room to live together for months to film a show for $5 million, things are going to get heated.
Oh yeah,
things are going to go wrong. It's just kind of bound to happen. So I think originally they were going to do 2,000 contestants.
Damn.
And then they contestants 8 slept, lived. 2,000 contestants arrived, began filming on the show. I thought, how many contestants are in Beast Game? I thought it was 1,000.
I think it was 1,000
contestants are on Beast Games. 1,000, okay. But originally it was 2,000, as you can see right here.
Yeah.
2,000 contestants arrived, and then they ended up having to kind of change it last minute to 1,000,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I actually met a guy at Vid Summit that was on Beast Games.
Oh, nice.
In the first
That's
episode.
cool.
He didn't, I didn't see him on camera or anything.
Yeah.
He got, I'm pretty sure he got eliminated in episode 1. But that's how he was at Vid Summit, because it was like,
Yeah.
they were there for months.
Oh, yeah.
Like, filming months.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he was kind of telling me, he said it was a good experience for him.
That's good.
But yeah, I think there was like I remember seeing people talk about how like they kept underwear or something. Like it was kind of just weird shit.
Yeah.
Laundry and like
Yeah.
interesting environment to say the least. But that being said, putting all that aside, temporarily, what did you think about the show?
I thought the show was really good.
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was really good. I liked how the set was like set up. The prize money was like in a big like glass kind of like
impressive, no
thing.
doubt.
Yeah, and I liked how Mr. Beast's friends, I guess, they were like talking with the contestants like in the show.
It was
and,
really
like,
funny to see Carl and Mac. And like I don't know if Chandler was there, but like the Mr. Beast, just like random dudes, like they're just guys, and they're just walking around like on this fucking $100 million Prime Video show, like it's like worth $5 million. It was just funny.
I also liked how Mr. Beast and like his friends were wearing like black hoodies with like black like blazers or whatever. I thought that was really cool, and I liked that games that they were playing.
Mm-hmm. They were interesting. They were very complex. It seemed like
because
they were very like I kind of had to like pause it and be like, okay, so they have to do this, and if they do this, they get eliminated. Like I had to like really think it through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like I was watching it with my mom, and my mom was like, I don't understand what's going on. And I was like, okay, so if this person does this, if the blocks fall over before the other thing falls over, if the first 100, if they're in the first 100, then that means that they get eliminated, and they lose the chance of winning $5 million. And there's a lot.
I like that one. I like the one where they were like shooting the balls in the like circle thing. I think that's in episode 2, but I thought that was
episode
good.
1. Okay, let me say this. So much of the show was good. I enjoyed it. I do think that it was like interesting. It felt like a Mr. Beast video on steroids. It was just like, if Mr. Beast had unlimited money, this is what it would be like, and it's kind of fucking wild. And I've stood by the fact that I think Mr. Beast content, despite everything that there is very valid criticisms against his content and against him as a person and the company that he's built, I still think his content is something that I, despite those things, would enjoy. But because of those things, I don't consume. But it feels kind of dystopian in some ways. When it cuts to someone because they make a goal, or because they this team gets eliminated because this person forfeited or took the bribe, and when that happened, they're like, oh, this person takes the bribe, then the whole team gets eliminated and they get to continue and shit like that. Or it was like, holy fuck, this is so intense. And then someone takes it, and that person gets this money, and they're all excited, and the other team is like, yeah, and then it hard cuts to someone going,
I know, dude.
I was here for my family,
yeah,
and I left them for fucking a month, and I'm walking away with nothing, and it's like, oh my god,
yeah, that was hard to watch,
dude, for real.
To be honest,
and then it cuts back to the other team, and they're like, yeah, let's fucking go.
They're like, yeah, and then this the single mom's like, my kids, I was just doing it for them.
Dude, it's like, it was like, because it does make it emotionally interesting.
Yeah.
But it also is like, oh my god, like this person just like did, they like left their job for a month to come here to possibly win a life-changing amount of money, and obviously they knew that they don't guarantee to win, but they're walking away with nothing, and they're fucking crying, and it's just crazy. It is. It's just like a wild juxtaposition to see those two things back to back,
and also like
it happened a lot.
It was cool to see like there was like older people on the show too, not just like younger, middle age or whatever. There's like a little bit of older people in there too. It was like all age demographics.
It's a good mix.
Like,
the DEI.
The DEI hires were there.
Oh my gosh.
But
it
was a good show. I liked it a lot.
Definitely.
I'm definitely gonna watch the 3rd episode tonight, and then I guess we can talk about it on the next podcast.
Definitely. It is also, at times, it felt too fast for me or too much.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
that,
when I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
so much is going on right now. There's so many different people. You can't really get like attached to certain contestants because there's so many of them.
And they're gone in like
and
2 seconds.
Like they'll be like, okay, we have 1,000 contestants now. We're gonna eliminate 100 right now, and then they just kill off 100 people. They drop them through the floor, which is fucking crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
how that worked. I guess they were like,
sure they had like a little. It wasn't as far as they made it look.
Yeah,
they did some CGI.
Oh, yeah.
And they probably just had a little foam pit like right there.
Probably. That's what I was like.
But it was just like, it's like. Okay, well, there goes 400 people.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's like, okay, there goes another 200 people. That person's sad. This person looks happy. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, for real. It's like, it's not like like Jeopardy or something like that where you can like remember the name of like one person.
Yeah,
and you can kind of root for that person.
Yeah.
Or like
like Survivor or something.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Survivor, but is that the... Or, like those shows where they're like in the wilderness and they have to survive.
Yeah.
Or like a normal Mr. Beast video most of the time where they're like, oh, these 3 people. And you get to kind of like over the course of like 40 minutes, you like learn about them and you sort of get attached to their person and like the reason that they want to keep going and stuff like that. But in this, it's just straight up like, all right, we have 1,000 people. Now we don't.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have way less.
Yeah.
But it was kind of wild. And I am interested to see how it progresses. It's wild.
Yeah.
They spent like $15 million on building the like city.
Oh yeah.
They gave away like $1 million in episode 1, a bunch more in episode 2. Like, oh my gosh, it's just wild, wild stuff. And I wonder. I don't think he didn't promise to give people money even if they just came, but I wonder if he did. Because it's something he does a lot.
Yeah.
When he has people compete, for example, in Squid Games, the Squid Game video he made a couple of years ago, the grand prize was like $456,000, and he gave everyone, I think it was like a couple thousand or $10,000 just for coming and competing, even if they got eliminated, which he didn't tell when he was going to do, I believe. So I wonder if he did that here. That'd be expensive, but it is something he usually does. So I do wonder if the people that were crying maybe didn't know that they were about to get a check, and maybe they did. I hope they did.
Hopefully.
And I do hope that, the people who were mistreated or whatever on the set get justice for that.
Yeah. For sure.
It's good to see them suing. I hope that they get what they need from that. I'm not saying it's true. I don't really know. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
All this stuff's alleged. But it is kind of wild. All that being said, I'm gonna keep watching it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to too.
I'm gonna watch it and see how it turns out.
Yeah, it's a fun show to watch.
It is definitely interesting.
It keeps you engaged in the whole thing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, what happens next?
It is not something you can scroll on Instagram while you watch, because you
may have done that.
You will get so lost.
Some of the episode.
You did?
Some of that, a little bit.
How did you stay knowing what's going on? That's crazy, by the way. Can I just say, watching that and being like, this is not enough for me. I'm going to have to scroll also. Like,
well, I mean, no, it wasn't like...
Oh my God, you were so brain rotted.
Hold on.
Beast Games and then continued to scroll on Instagram while you watch fucking Beast Games.
Okay,
let
me explain how I did this. I didn't do it the whole time.
Okay.
It was more like, I would just be like, all right, we want to get on Instagram real quick. Put it down. Watch the rest of the episode. So I didn't
just checking in.
Yeah, just checking in, seeing if the United States is like crashed and burned yet.
The reason that's so funny is because the show is so fast. Every second of the 40-minute episode
I had to go back.
Packed with something happening. 100 people are getting eliminated all of a sudden.
Well, no, wait. We have ads, so I would I would get on my Instagram like for like the 5 minutes of ads.
Okay. Fair.
Because they had like 7 ads.
Not while the game shows.
No.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here like, no way you were like, yeah, that shit boring.
It was really boring.
I need to like scroll. I need like some Family Guy in the corner.
Yeah. I actually put some Family Guy like on my phone and like taped my phone to the TV.
There we go.
This is really interesting now.
Exactly.
And some Subway Surfers on the other side.
Perfect. Yeah, that's good. Just keep things interesting.
Yeah.
For when you get bored of this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. We didn't get to talk about the Crumble experience, but we'll talk about that maybe
next
episode, or go watch my Crumble video.
Yeah.
I posted a video about Crumble Cookie.
I'm in the video, so go watch it.
He is.
To see my beautiful face in the video.
He did really well. It got like 330,000 views.
Dang. Nice.
And it's pretty solid. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with the performance. I'm actually gonna do a follow up.
Oh, nice.
Because I got a lot of comments that were like, I worked at Crumble. It was a terrible
dude,
work environment, stuff like that.
When I was in your studio, I was like going through your comments, like, God damn, they're hiring like underage kids.
Yeah, dude, it was
or
like,
allegedly they're hiring
allegedly
underage kids.
they were. I mean, you can hire people under 18, but I got a comment that was like, "Hey, I worked at Crumble, and my manager was 16 years old, and like they were getting me to close the store alone at midnight, and I'm 16. That's illegal." Nice. Allegedly, I'm gonna have to do a lot of like allegedly in this video, but I am gonna be interviewing a couple Crumble employees or former Crumble employees.
Nice.
And talk to them about it and talk to their experience.
That's cool.
And I'm even considering, I don't know if we should drive back there and like taste it again or what's going to happen there. Maybe we even drive up and be like, hey, I'm doing a thing. The thing is like, look, I want to like go to Crumble and be like, talk to the employee and be like, hey, I'm doing a thing about Crumble and their work practices. I would like to get your experience. But I also
I'll be the
don't
driver.
think I have the balls.
Yeah, I was about to say, you sure you want to do that, Dakota?
I also don't want to be like, hey, I'm a YouTuber and shit. Can you like, here, like put the camera in their face.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be like the annoying YouTuber that goes up to people and is like,
be
like, this fucking sucks and shit. Like, you're like minimum wage. Like, you fucking, it sucks for you. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to like, if I were to do it, I would go up to them and be like, hey, I just want to ask if you're interested in this thing. I'm doing like
their manager would
video.
like kick you out immediately.
That's another thing. I'm worried about that.
They'd be like, you're banned from this store. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. So I just don't know if I have the balls.
Yeah.
I think it would be really interesting. I just don't think I have the balls to do it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting. That's gonna come out. You can expect that probably in January, or maybe February. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you guys next week on the podcast, or actually, we'll see you Wednesday with a highlight of the episode that you just watched. So tune on to that if you want to. It'll be edited. We have got Zach doing like edited. He makes our podcast clips long form. We make them long form. Make them very long, like about this long. And they're like edited. They've got like music and all this stuff. So they're kind of fun. Check them out sometime. All right.
Peace.
Bye.